Hello. In this video, I'm going to discuss the Unity ROS2 integration, the prep work. Okay. All right. So let's discuss a simple scenario. Let's say that you want to install some sort of autonomous system in your car or in your robot. Okay. Typically, what happens is that you need a machine, right? Something like NVIDIA Jetson or in Nano or something like that. And then you need to have some sort of sensors, right? Cameras or lidars. Now, then you're going to have some sort of algorithm implementation for perception, path planning, controls, and things like this. Okay. Typically, what you use is that these days you use ROS2, Robotic Operating System version 2. Okay. This is open source code. Okay. So once you have installed the ROS2 in your machine, typically a Linux machine, then you start to publish the sensor data using the ROS message in the form of ROS message. Then your perception algorithm consumes and process those sensor data, and those processed information are being utilized by path planning and controls algorithm. Okay, so that's a typical scenario. In the next video, I'm going to show you the demo of how to publish the sensor data in the form of ROS message and how that can be processed by the perception algorithm implemented in the Linux machine through ROS2 node. Okay. All right. So on the next video, I'm going to utilize the virtual world instead of the real world sensors. And in a few videos before, I have shown you how to implement some of the different types of cameras and lidars. Okay. And I'm going to use those sensors to publish ROS2 messages. Okay. And instead of JSON or in Nano, I'm going to utilize the WSL2. And in the WSL2, I'm going to implement, I have installed ROS2, okay, framework. And then inside the ROS2, I have currently several perception algorithm implementation in it. And then in the later videos, I will demonstrate how to implement path planning controls algorithms so that we utilize the information that are spit from the perception algorithms. All right. So that's the idea of what I'm going to demo in the next video. But in this video, I'm going to go through some of the preparation work that you need to do to follow this tutorial. All right. So first thing, you need to have this either a physical Linux box or a WSL2. In my case, I utilize WSL2. So for the WSL2, I have installed Ubuntu 24.04, and you can follow this link here to install the WSL2. All these links will be available in the description below. Okay. And once you install WSL2, then now you need to install ROS2 Jazzy. Okay, on the Ubuntu 2404. Okay, you follow this link, you will see the ROS installation. So you go here, following that link, it'll take you to this page. And at the installation, here installation, you follow these steps. Okay, it's straightforward. Follow these steps, and you can test out your installation. Okay, once you install the ROS2, what I need you to do is I need you to go through these tutorials. Okay, those tutorials, there are a couple of beginners tutorial underneath it. There are several tutorials. Go through these, at least these two. Okay, this will give you a clear idea of what the ROS is for and how it works. All right. So once you have the ROS2, then you need something called ROS End Point. Okay, this here is a package that you need on the Linux side so that your Linux side is ready to receive the messages coming from the Unity. Okay, follow this link. You will be here. Okay, in this you will have this main ROS2 branch of this code repository. And when you download it, please use download the zip instead of using git clone command using this link. It most likely will download ROS1. ROS1. You don't want to download ROS1. You want ROS2. So make sure you use download zip and unpack it. And how to utilize this, you can find the Kalkan build stuff from this tutorial. So make sure you go through this tutorial and download this and go through the steps of how to install these ROS TCP endpoint on your Linux side. Okay. All right. So that's the ROS endpoint. And then the Xserver is something that you need if you're using WSL2. So if you're not using WSL2 and you're using physical Linux box, you don't need these and that. Okay. If you're using a virtual machine instead of WSL2, then you could probably get away with Xserver because you will have the GUI of the Linux on the virtual machine. But in WSL2, there's only terminal available, and so you're gonna have to use Xserver to see the graphical user interface that are started in the terminal in your WSL2. All right. So links here. Go there and download it and install it on your machine. All right. Finally, you need a ROS bridge installation from your Unity site. Okay. That's what this is. So if you follow this link here, you will be taken to this page. Okay. The installations are all here. The ROS TCP connector. Follow these links. You will see how to install the ROS bridge. And then please go through these tutorials. There are about 6 tutorials. When you go through this, you will understand how to publish messages from the Unity to ROS. Okay, and it basically based the messages that are in these tutorials. It goes through how to convert a message into C# class and how to populate, how to instantiate the class as an object and then publish those objects to ROS. Okay, so you will see those information in this tutorial. All right. So once you go through, install all these components and install, follow these tutorials for the Unity ROS2 installation and ROS2 Jazzy tutorials, then what you will be ready to understand what's going on in my next video. And that's it for me. Thank you.